on the
Not
way.
to. That's
Prepare
fast.
yourselves for the blitz draft, boys.
Oh, they know each other well.
Yep. So you pick up Claude here, your AP Bren. I believe that's gonna be their play.
Claude and Terizla.
Yep.
What do you mean? What do you think about Terizla?
Yeah, Third is a good snatch because Echo likes to play that hero. And if we're looking at AP Bren, in fact, they haven't played that. Maybe they go Edith plus Claude here as their first two picks, or maybe a Valentina since it's open. So
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at Valentina plus Edith or Valentina plus Claude for AP Bren.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like every time we see a Faramis, the usual counter is copy the Nether Realm to be able to sustain the team fight better, maybe, and then the opponent.
Yeah.
Well, they go for that. It seems like the blitz draft will not happen in a roll. They took their time. But the Valentina Arlet, so no Claude.
Yeah, but the Arlet is still a flex pick. Can be picking it a roam roll. And Echo, they typically secure their Bruno this time, but it's banned out. So maybe they'll be the ones to actually take the Claude. If not, they go Irithel. Because they kind of just take away all of those good heroes. But they might want to look for a Carl TZ hero now. With no Akai, with no Fredrin, what else do you pick for Carl TZ? Yeah, they're limiting the heroes for Carl TZ. He might be forced to go for the Lancelot.
I've been waiting for
Oh,
something.
Carry!
I was gonna say that they shouldn't prioritize the gold laner because carry is still there, and Benny Cutie really loves this carry against this Baksha, against this Arlet. Doesn't really matter if carry has not enough range compared to the other Marksmen out there. You still have Mathilda, you still have Paramis that can pretty much cover you, like, really greatly.
Yeah.
I mean, with the carry, it's also somehow denying the Terizla pick potentially from AP Bren. AP Bren here, they need to somehow, what do they go for? Again, target Carl TZ.
They just target Carl TZ. Venom Artist. Man, I can't think of any jungler that will be left for Carl TZ, aside from the fact that you can go back to the assassin junglers. So there's the Claude.
Karina for Carl, is that possible?
That's possible, but I don't think that they will do it against Baksha.
Yeah.
I think, well, you know, again, Lancelot or Hayabusa or maybe even Ling, but...
Or maybe, if you're gonna go fighter, you can still pick along the lines of Tyroth or Alpha, which does pretty well against Baksha, but it's still a bit of a stretch because Echo, I think in terms of like their jungles, they're not that experimental compared to the other teams.
Oh, but there's still Guinevere.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Maybe they can go Gwyn unless it will be banned out by AP Bren.
I mean, it's a good additional for a great addition towards the side of Echo. If they pick up a Gwyn, they need some sort of a crowd control as well. Maybe Bren,
I am the
they will
priestess of primal
go for the
light,
Gwyn ban.
the hunter of all the evil gods.
on
Usually
the
the unseen world that tells
so
the
they go
best
Gwyn.
stories.
So if you're Bren, maybe you can consider something like a Diggy for Ogwen. And then I think the Ixia is still pretty good. Diggy plus Ixia is actually pretty OP.
Yeah, against a Faramis too.
Yep.
Carry that doesn't have a lot of range. Laning phase, you have to help the carry to be able to sustain.
Or Rafaela plus the Irthel. Irthel is still pretty good for AP Bren. I think that's a safer choice. But if you want to go and win it, I think Ixia just is a pretty good hero for them. Then they go for something like a protect hero for Ogwen, like a Minotaur, for example. Or perhaps, in this case, the Diggy.
Okay, let's see here. The Minotaur kind of will, it's a backfire hero considering they're against carry already. They are opposite.
Swivel, swing.
Let's see here. They will go for the
wow.
Fanny.
Oh,
Baksha
wow.
Rome.
Not bad.
Baksha XP.
Baksha XP, rather.
Oh man. Okay, so Baksha SP obviously has a huge con. I believe.
Yeah.
Wolf. In terms of like the
Clear.
it's pretty bad, and you can't really have that fast farming potential.
Yeah. And that's, man, the Khalid is such a good pickup. So they just flexed it. I think the reason why they pick up this EXP, well, this is not the first time that they did it. They actually played Baksha XP going up against, if I'm not mistaken, a Terizla. But it wasn't picked that way. It was more of a flex. I think that Terizla wins that matchup in the XP lane. But it will go Vengeance and you will just tank it up. He is going up against
Carry.
The Khalid. The Khalid, which I think is the winner of that lane. So I think the hero with the worst game possibly might be Flapteasy game.
But the Baksha pick, the compensation is he can rotate fast, he can join
Yeah,
in
true.
fights, again can
That's true.
even the jungle. So let's see here how
Whoa,
it will play out.
whoa. Uncle Jay-Z, look away. Apparently he has a phobia for a good production. No, really, like I watched his stream, he actually look away when MPLI did this.
Oh.
But yeah, very good production. Actually, the first time I saw this, because I've been watching the games without the animation whatsoever. Very, very cool. The very anticipated matchup of the M2 champ versus the M4 champ. AP Brand versus Echo.
Let's get it. Who will strike first here in this best of 3? Will it be Bren or will it be the Orcas?
The early game, I think there's not much Flapteasy can do. He's just there trying to rotate probably and get to the some of the fights in the mid lane quite quickly with the shield unity. But in the late game though, I think usually when you want to pick Basha, go for something along the lines of Angela to be able to enhance the potential to run down the marksman of the opposing team. But you don't have that right now, and against a carry, I think you are in trouble.
When you're looking at the...
Oh wow.
There's an extra utility that you get out of the Khalid, which is... Oh, sorry, the Baksha, which is remove the sustain, right? So it's like a natural Durance carrier, or we don't need the Durance to go for that.
That's a first blood from Kaltizi. He smells blood and gets in the top lane.
God.
2v2 Flap and Ogwen. Very low, will be taken down. That's a trade by Echo.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Very good one. Echo Express, they traded for 2 kills for exchange for 1. And that meant that they will be very comfortable now. I think that the laning stage now favors Echo. Between carry versus Harith, obviously it's a 50-50 matchup, but I would say that it's kind of Harith sided in the laning stage. But then again, Benecutie rocks the flicker, so eventually later on, this Harith will not be so much of a problem for him. But in the mid game, AP Brent's lineup is strong.
Now we can see here JP giving vision and trying to distract the Kaltizi purple take. Meanwhile, Carl, of course, will secure the turtle comfortably.
I mean, play your game. AP Bren knows that Kyle is very dependable on his buff, and I don't think he can really contest without risking anything for him. If he loses that turtle fight, even Call TZ can just go and steal his purple buff. And right now, thank you so much, Team Philippines, AP Bren and Echo, bringing out Indonesian game in MPLI 2023. Very chaotic in the early game.
It is action-packed indeed. And seeing how Supermarket and Pew here brings the pure bubble
what a
in the
read.
mid lane.
Nice.
Carl TZ.
Oh my
Good
God.
catch by Carl TZ. The precision that he has, and perhaps they want more here. Echo Express, but no, they will reset.
Apparently, you can also snipe with a Guinevere itself.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Carl TC, for bringing me some knowledge of how using Zero.
Circling Eagle committed, knocking 2 members of AP Bren. Ogwen, though, will force JP to pop his flicker now. Ogwen still hovering around, but no, they will not engage. This I might be wrong as Carl TZ enters the chat. Netherrealm triggered, and that's a win for AP Bren.
They forced out so much from Echo. But Echo still has got the lead. The fact that they forced out the flicker, they get out as well as the Netherrealm, that's actually pretty good. But I think about it, it's 30 seconds before the turtle and they found Super Marco.
Shaman forced in the bottom side of the map there. Great engage. But now Echo, they move on towards the jungle. Scout TZ now caught Sanford, looking for a proper engage. Ogwen though spotted, circling Eagle committed. And Echo now, what will they do? It's 2v2 Sanford, dealing damage, but no, they will not engage business.
Okay, Wolf, your stage, I hear the oh.
Yeah, I remember now because you imagine that bottom lane, Super Marco didn't need to pop the Purify. And if you remember the passive of the Harith, it's literally anti-CC, and there was an age where Guinevere was meta, and the way that they answered it is with the Harith.
Oh, you know what? That's right. That's actually right. And if you want to go for the Harith, even without the Purify, you can still turn it around because Harith will build that concentrated energy and a lot of shield to be able to help with the sustainability.
Yep, the press connect. Q taken out. Oh, Bren might be next. Good final slash though to bottom time. Now KalTZ in the backside though looking for a kill. Does not find it. Benny flickers out of that situation, but Flap will be stuck and taken down. Echo 1,500 gold lead.
I mean, as always, if you play Fanny, you have to take the risk. And if the risk doesn't play in your favor, this is the punish. When your window is not open anymore, Echo can still run you down.
This is so weird coming out from AP Bren because there was a time where Echo faced Blacklist International in the MPL PH playoffs, right? And they were facing up against Faramis plus the Harith. And what Echo did, Faramis plus the Mathilda. And what Echo did was to go for Assassins. And you kind of understand the idea, you want to eliminate people as soon as possible, but it proved to be very difficult to do because there's a lot of sustain. And AP Bren is now suffering in that same degree where they are trying to use this Fanny in the mid game, but then again, there's Faramis with another realm, there's Mathilda with the saves. And because of the snowballer of Echo, there's a lot of sustain already on their composition.
See here the invasion. A 4-man gank. Oh, it's done a few in the backside. KalTZ receiving damage, still able to escape, but Echo, man, they want it fast. KalTZ does not find the angles with the cables, so he backs away.
Still 5-1 from Echo, 2.3k gold lead, and if you're playing a Fanny, it's gonna fall off in the late game. This is not looking very good for AP Bren. Echo with the Express.
Gonna be very difficult now for AP Bren. Like I said, when it comes to the laning stage, Echo should be having a great time because you only need a level 2 in the Mathilda and already you can go to the gold lane to secure that your gold lane will be winning. And then in the mid lane, all that Faramis needs to do is to just clear it out, go for the Shadow Stampede to get out and be safe. And then of course the Guinevere, because of the good start coming out from KalTZ, now we know that he can easily take over the jungle of the opponents.
Okay. KalTZ here, still just silent. Just a kill on his name though, so expect more proactive plays perhaps here in the next few minutes, especially Turtle will be up very soon.
Okay, for a prolonged team fight, I think Echo is for sure gonna win. They have Netherrealm, they have the healing shields, also the Flask of the always one of the items that I really hate because that really deters some of the potential of a hero like Fanny with the burst.
Okay. KalTZ in the Turtle side. Ogwen though, taking some heat. Final slash, Netherrealm as well popped, but it's just all Echo seems like. Ogwen taken down, Echo looking for another kill, but no. Both roamers taken out, KalTZ pulled. Sanford finds the double.
Woo. That's a massive lead now for Echo. And you can see the strength of their lineup when there was a 5v5. Between AP Bren as well, well, it was a 4v4 technically speaking. But even after the Valentina copying the Netherrealm, you can see that Echo can just go through because of the fact that they have immense amount of damage. And KalTZ finding the good jumps. And of course, Sanford on this Khalid. I think that this was the perfect last pick for Echo because it solves a lot of their problems. And there's really nothing that AP Bren can do to stop this Khalid, despite the nerfs, by the way.
Still 4.4k gold lead though, but I think in the mid game, Super Marco with the Harith already has the Starlium Sight, Magic Shoes, and also that Feather of Heaven. Gonna come in handy if you wanna carry AP Bren in this territory in the mid game, the power spike of their team.
Okay, 8 minutes here, 7-2. And Echo very healthy lead here, 4,000 already. A Flask of the Oasis or photo has been secured for JP. And let's see here in the mid lane, KalTZ giving some sort of damage here towards KalTZ. And Echo still maintaining pressure in the map.
Remember, this is a full utility jungler going up there. No genius one, no magic items whatsoever, but the damage is still immense.
Yep, here, KalTZ 1v3, 2v4 now. Purple buff. Let's see, KalTZ again will be knocked up. Good Netherrealm by both teams. Sanford will find the kill. Surely, no, not this time. KalTZ, good knockup. Good Purify, though, coming from Marco. The KalTZ will escape, but take a look at Tanji. Ogwen jumps on him. Benny, though. Take a look at the true damage. Benny will find the kill. Few falls as well. In the backside, JP low. KalTZ finds a route to escape. It's 3 men taken out from AP Bren.
Once again, Benny, damn you, with the killer instinct flickering forward. This is a carry, by the way, and he saw the opportunity right away, just punishing all the members of AP Brand. They're looking to go for more, converting to the first lord of the game for Echo.
Time for Flapteezy.
Oh, man, Flapteezy already chunked half HP.
Oh,
Flapteezy! My goodness, the cables! Will it be enough? The answer is yes. Flapteezy, though, will find the Lord, the first Lord in the game. AP Bren, no compensation whatsoever.
Let's look back a few minutes, or literally a minute ago, when they tried to fight under the purple buff. AP Bren managed to secure their purple buff with TZ being in there, but they fought against Echo with a massive sustain. We know for sure that in long team fights, Echo will win. And you saw how lackluster the damage is from AP Bren. Just because the fact that they went for an assassin-based composition, they wanted to go for instant initiations, but Echo had the sustain. Literally the counter to their draft.
Well, good knock-up. All TZ finds Ogwen, though. That's the roamer. Flapteezy here pops the Poissons as well. The mid tier 2 will fall here in the hands of the Lord. Echo, again, all they need is just the inner, and they will move towards the bottom side of the map here. Good clear by Kyle here. Again, saving that last inner in the bottom side of the map, that perhaps the next wave might be the answer for Echo. Yes, AP Bren will concede, and they will save their base turrets instead.
I mean, what is the counterplay here, Wolf? Yes, I can see some frequency potential with Kyle TZ, but in a 5v5 team fight, or even 4v5 when Kyle TZ is gone, like, what is the perfect or like best case scenario for AP Brand to be able to go, like, carry them to victory?
Well, they do need to find a split push first, get to level 15. And I think it's this is gonna sound weird, but I think the only way for AP Brent to get back is to go to the 23-minute mark, where they can at least have the same amount of farm with Echo, or at least reach that critical mass.
Equals situation, perhaps, in that time.
The event horizon that we know in Mobile Legends, we're at 23 minutes. The goal doesn't matter anymore because everybody's maxed out. That's the only win condition that I see from AP Bren. Because if they continuously fight, it's so difficult. But how do they last the storm? How do they reach 23 minutes? That's even a bigger question.
It's a blizzard that they need to weather. Oh, good final flash, final slash. Sanford, though, will pop that Raging Sandstorm now. NetherRealm pops as well. Echo, though, regroup and re-engage. Oh, take a look at the knock heavy. It's huge. Flam now receiving damage from Benny. He finds the kill, and perhaps they will grab more as Few falls as well. That's a two-man knockout. Echo, they might dead. But Ogren in the backside, low HP. Echo, though, will clear the minions. This might be it. Benny has the attack speed, but no, they will move on towards the Lord.
I like that. I like that discipline coming in from Echo. There's a surefire way to win with 12.2k gold lead in the 13-minute mark. We have never seen a team well, but JP still has a lot of shield on his hand. Like, there's no panic whatsoever.
He's waiting. Final slash, though, will be triggered. JP still A-OK. Sanji, oh, it's a 4v3 Flap in the backside. Purifying pops as well by Marco, but Ogren will fall. Flap next by the hands of Benny, who finds the double end, the triple. Benny QT, just, man, goodness. Echo now will finally go for the end. No way AP Bren can defend this.
15-3, still one more away from the top lane. This might be the final push. Only two guys on MP Brand.
Oh, it seems like Echo, with the man advantage that they have, they will find Marco. Few left standing. What can he do? Echo, this time they will strike first.
Statement from Echo. I said it earlier that the only S+ tier teams are Onyx and AP Brand, but somehow